Most people knew me for Ryan Shazier, the football player. From 5 years old till 25, I never missed a down of football.
His goal was to eventually make it to the Hall of Fame.
It's going to be hit. Shazier. How about Ryan Shazier? By Shazier. That's Ryan Shazier.
December 4th.
December 4th, 2017.
When you have 4 tackles and you're a defender in the first quarter of the game, you're like, oh, this is going to be a really good game. Then I just see one of the receivers on a drag route. As a linebacker, like, oh, this is an easy tackle. I launched my head out to get it out of the way, but I ended up hitting it into his hip.
And Ryan Shazier, the leader of this Pittsburgh defense, is not getting up.
I see Ryan's on the ground. And he wasn't moving. I immediately fell to the floor.
Was able to roll over onto his back, but his legs really have not moved.
As I'm trying to go into the hospital, I remember Coach Tomlin and his best friend being outside the door, telling me that before you go in, you need to brace yourself. He doesn't look like Ryan. I go in and I immediately just break down because here I see my future husband in a hospital bed and all I see him is shivering.
When I got to the hospital in Cincinnati, they basically told me, hey, Ryan, you fractured some vertebrae in your back.
The doctors and everyone were saying that his chances of walking were very, very slim.
I never had a spinal cord injury before. I never knew anybody with a spinal cord injury before, but I was like, hey, people overcome these type of things all the time. I'm gonna be back on the field in a few months.
You know, Ryan was in a wheelchair and he would get mad or frustrated with himself that his rehab wasn't going as smoothly as he wanted to. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna prove to you that you're getting better every day. So I would literally take out my phone and record every session just to prove his movements were getting better. Of course, we had a wedding date picked out. And one thing Ryan had said, my goal is to be out of this wheelchair when we're married and to dance.
Walking down the aisle of my wedding was definitely a goal, but dancing, I wouldn't say that was much of a goal because I can't dance.
Seeing my husband dance, which he's not a very good dancer at that, but it wasn't just a celebration of our love, of our marriage. It was a celebration of him walking.
While I was going through my rehab, I was actually spending a lot of time with individuals that had spinal cord injuries. So I wanted to start the Ryan Shazier Fund to allow people to have their independence again, allowing them to get more resources, allowing them more opportunity for more rehab.
The Ryan Shazier Fund is a charitable organization. We work with individuals with spinal cord injuries to improve the quality of their lives and increase their independence.
Their entire world has just been turned upside down. They have to navigate a very complex network of trying to get care.
So Jared, he is one of the recipients of the fund.
I'm Jared Quinteros. I'm grieving my legs. I'm grieving the loss of my wife. She was definitely my best friend. And we got home from work that day and we decided that we would run out for a quick hike. We were about halfway through when we heard a crack in the trees. We started to turn to run and all of a sudden we were hit from up above. Hit me in the back, threw me to the ground, hit my wife in her head, and she later died from her injuries.
Mom!
I see her in everything, you know, from, sorry. You know, every time I see my kids, you know, I look at them and I absolutely see her. So every day I get a little bit of her, a little piece of her.
Hey, what's up, Jared?
Hey, Ryan. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you. How you been?
Good, man. Hey, guys. You say hi to Ryan?
What's up? How you guys doing? You thought I was Ryan Reynolds?
Owen did. He thought it was Ryan.
Jared, these are your paintings?
Yeah, man. Ryan is helping me get an elevator installed into my house. This bit here is the elevator. I'll be able to park in the garage.
Okay.
It's crappy weather.
Yeah.
Come in through this way.
And then you can make sure you check on them when they're upstairs.
Yeah, because right now they're like free-range chickens running around up there, man. I appreciate all the help that's come in to help out with all of this. Man.
No problem at all.
It's been amazing, so thank you.
You help me as much as I help you. You might not know it, but you do.
We take care of each other, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
All right, man.
I think that's the amazing thing about the Ryan Shazier Fund is that we're all in this together. We're all a team, we're a community, and we're helping one another.
You can see the looks on the people's faces where they're engaged with Ryan and they feel like they have a sense of hope now that maybe they didn't have as much before.
Yes, he got hurt, and Ryan wishes he could still be playing and breaking all these records, but at the end of the day, he was meant to be something greater than just a football player.
I definitely feel my life mission is to be able to give back, show people, and help change lives.